Hello. It says I'm live, so I'm assuming I'm live. And there was supposed to be one person out there waiting. So hello to you. How are you today? I hope everything's been well in your world this last week. There's two people, maybe. Hi, how are you all? I actually need to put my thread in. Like, I keep forgetting to do that. And so I will start with that. And then, did I get to work on the shirt at all last week? No, I did not. So that is where I am starting. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the one sleeve, like do the one sleeve the way it should be done, or at least the way that it'll be done better. And then I will do the others, then I will fix the other sleeve if I want to do that, if I want to fix it. So we will see what happens. And I started early, so I didn't mean to start so early. I got ahead of myself. It was just too exciting, apparently. I don't know if you can hear the dog. She's very loud. So, if anybody wants to say hi, feel free in the comments. I'm going to need to make a new bobbin thread here shortly, but so what have you been up to, you one person out there? I had a very busy week, energetically especially. Let's see, so what I'm going to do first is take this sleeve and I'm going to bend this just a little bit. I am without my necklace because I left it in a place to, so what am I trying to say? I left it in a place, it's getting recharged. And so, oh shoot. Okay, we'll just measure this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pleat in this part of the sleeve oh shoot, I already sewed it. Well, I'm going to unpick it. I'm going to put the pleat in this sleeve before so that it matches this, so it doesn't get all squished up like that other one did. Also, I kind of wanted to, let's look really quickly. I've got, oh shoot, sorry. I've got all kinds of, I wanted to look at the picture of the sleeve because I think my sleeve is too big. I think it's too fat. So, from his wrist to just below his elbow, watch, I'm gonna start, come on. Okay, hold on a sec. Where is I can't find oh my God. Sorry. Woo. Well, there I am. Sorry, just a sec. There it is. Okay. So, with the sleeve on, just a sec. I'm going to put it on real quick. And we'll see. Well, yeah, it should probably be about 2 inches smaller. But you know what? Well, that's not quite, I don't know. It might be right. It's a little bit longer, maybe 1 inch, but we're not going to redo it, I have decided. But I just was looking at the sleeve, and I was like, that looks really, really big. But I kind of like it. So as far as like fashion, I mean like wearing it, I totally think it's cool. It's just not like Han's shirt exactly. The other thing about it is why I want to make this part pleated up before I put it into the cuff is because you can see all these, well maybe, yeah, you can see all these little gathers and stuff. that should not be there. So if I do what I'm gonna do here in a second, it will make it so much better. So hold on a minute. Let me get my jacket back on because it's chilly in here. I opened the window because it's rainy and it smells so nice. Hi, Michelle. Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I'm not too worried about, I mean, like I'm worried about it because I'm a perfectionist, but I am trying to let it go because it is cool. It's still a cool shirt. It will still be a cool shirt. So, okay, so I need to unpick the edge of, well, I probably need to unpick the whole thing. Just a sec. Get to my unpicker. Michelle, what are you doing today? Are you still working on your tank top? Turtleneck. Turtleneck. Sorry. What am I doing? Glasses. Because in the low light, I cannot see. It was so funny though, yesterday at the training, it was like, she lost her glasses. Her name is Cindy, the trainer lady. I have to tell you guys, I feel so weird today. I feel so weird today. Cool. I'm gonna do one too. So like, we'll be twinsies. Do you want to, okay, really quickly, since it's just us, let me show you this fabric that I'm gonna make that turtleneck out of, that you're making. It is, I got it at Walmart, another bundle, $2, but it's an eyelet, and it's a stretchy eyelet. So I'm gonna make that, and it's 2 yards, so it should be just enough to make that, to make the turtleneck. So I'm going to make the turtleneck. I think that's the only thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to try to sew up a couple of other things. My Friday videos are doing so poorly. I'm going to stop worrying about it and just do just like sew stuff, put it up there because I need to sew stuff. I mean, that's what I have to do. Hey Lynn, how are you? We were just talking about projects. What is your project today? I thought so. I thought this fabric was really cool. I was like, I keep buying knits, but you know, I'm working from home mostly now. So I don't go into the office anymore. Okay, do you hear the train? Can you hear the train? So, okay. Oh, the lady, her name is Cindy, the Reiki trainer. She lost her, that was amazing. Okay, so do you guys want to hear about it? Because I kind of want to talk about it because this whole week has been so weird. But like yesterday was the weirdest. And today I thought maybe after sleeping last night, maybe I'd wake up and feel like more normal, but I don't feel normal. I feel very weird. So to get, your goal is to get out of your pajamas. That's cute. Oh my gosh. I have not had a day like that in so long. I don't even know if I know how to focus. I like to behave if I slept in. I used to be, I don't know. So, she lost her glasses, so I loaned her my readers, and it was nice to have to know I'm not the only one that does that. So, but yeah, so yesterday we had to put our phones, well, we didn't have to, but we had to, in order to, you know, focus, stay in the present moment, tune in to your intuition, you know, a certain level of disconnection from electronics and the outside world is required. And so we did that, and so I didn't have my phone all day, and which discombobulated me because I have my phone all the time. I always know what time it is. And so and then as we kind of went further and further in to the training and the practice and learning the symbols and stuff like that, there started to be this like weird, it wasn't weird, but just a sense of like detachment, or like the feeling I get when I take a nap and then I wake up and like I feel like I'm all alone in the world, it was like that. It was really bizarre. So, oh, where is it? Where was I? So anyway, it just kind of, and then like I had Reiki done, and I have to tell you, that was really impressive. I've never had that done before. What the heck? Where was I just ripping out? And I think it's nice to stay in your jammies. Okay, I was just ripping out the seam. Like where, you guys saw me, right? Oh, there it is. Jiminy, that's weird. Anyway, it was very bizarre. And I woke up and I was still feeling that sense of just not being, I don't know. It's a hard, so it might be detoxification. Energetically, I'm so used to sensing the world in a way. And it was like that just wasn't there. It was really bizarre. Swapping out the clothes. Well, good job. Oh, it's sad when we lose, like, our favorite clothes hit the end of their life, because, you know, they were our favorite for a reason. I hope you guys can hear me okay. So we go back today. I did do Reiki yesterday on Sunday. So you know what Reiki is? Reiki is helping. It's like oracle cards. I mean, like, it was really, really weird. That, not weird, magical, I don't know, woo-woo, that as she was giving me a Reiki, 15 minutes, and it felt like it lasted for forever, which is weird too, but she brought up or talked through, like, intuitively, things that that I've been getting, like, messages from tarot readers on, like, Instagram and stuff. It was like she said the same things, and I was really, one big one was that just that things couldn't be any different. Like, this is just the way something like as if you have to know that things couldn't be any different, or something like that, because, and it was just really powerful. And I know you guys are probably like, what the hell are you talking about? But it was just crazy how she, through the energy, she was saying the same things. It just, you know, confirmation that there is magic in the world. Then my own oracle card readings, you can remake most of them. That's true. Isn't that the nicest thing about being a sewist? Is that it's like when you're making your own clothes, even if it's, I think that's probably far enough. You can recreate even stuff that's recreate from other things. So, sorry, I'm distracted. I will talk about Stray Kids in a little bit, but it looks like it's just us. So I'm just going to talk about what I want to talk about. But there were some things about Stray Kids that I wanted to just talk with you all about. Mostly the music. I could do that now. But let me tell you about my oracle cards too. Whoops. Oh, no. Well, yeah, we'll just talk about it all and then we'll move on. I did this oracle card readings, right? And it was so crazy. Like the first oracle card reading that I did, the lady started to cry because it was exactly what she, I don't know, needed to hear from the universe. And there was this girl, I mean, it was just very powerful for her. And and I felt so honored that I got to be the message from the universe, you know? And it wasn't, and I love the way the cards do that. It's just amazing. In fact, yesterday I had brought my oracle cards because I did my Instagram post in the park in Lincoln, because I didn't have time to do it before I left. And so I had my oracle cards, and then I did oracle card readings for them. And there's just me and then one other and then the trainer. So, and the oracle cards readings after the fact were in line with the Reiki readings that we had. It was really, I don't know, it's just like, oh my gosh, like everybody's like, this stuff isn't real. And it's like, my gosh, I'm just seeing more and more stuff that I'm like, no, this really is real. Our intuition and the God, you know, I mean, like, and I don't know why people don't think it's real, because I mean, even in the Bible, people have been, you know, there's the prophets and the martyrs and those people. I mean, it's just, the world is a magical place, dang it. So anyway, the girl, let me tell you about the girl, because this was really sweet. Because she got, the flip side is that, you know, got a pile of short and steal the buttons off. Oh yes, the buttons, oh my gosh. It's so freaking expensive to buy buttons now that you definitely have to harvest them off of stuff. Okay, this delicate work of the edge. And it's kind of hard to see in here because, you know, I turn off the overhead lights and it's very cloudy out. So, the girl, her friend was like so excited. She got a love reading. She thinks she met her soulmate. And the cards came out that, you know, but the message was, there's new love. There was the new love card. But then a little bit later, there was the soulmate card. And I was like, I don't know. I kind of interpret it to be, you know, there's new love on the way. Don't settle. Like, but that doesn't mean that, and I told her, that doesn't mean that this person that you have in mind isn't the person, but just be aware that, you know, like, be discerning. So her friend, and she was like all about it. She was like so excited. I think that gave her pause though. I think, I don't know. I might have broken somebody up. Who knows? Well, the reading might have. It wouldn't be me. That it's up to her to do what she wants to with the information, right? But no, I'm going to have to unpick the whole thing because it's got to lay flat. So this other girl, though, back to the sweet reading. She wasn't really interested, but her friend wanted her to, and so so I did it. And the cards that came out were meditation, signs, forgiveness, new love, and then I can't remember what the fifth one was. And she was so cute. I mean, like, it was so cute. The universe was so cute because I truly intuition my way through this. I asked her if she prayed, like if she meditates. And she said, well, I used to, or sometimes, not a lot though. And I was like, okay. And then the signs came out. And then with what her friend the way her friend had talked before, and then with her, with the reading, I was like, oh, well, maybe the universe is wanting you to talk to it more, you know. And then I was like, the signs are that, you know, the universe is around you. And then with the forgiveness card, and she kind of, I don't know, it must have been intuition, but she kind of went, maybe she started to look guarded. Some of this was just, you know, being a therapist. I know how to read people. So some of it was that, and some of it was intuition. But, well, past therapist. I'm not a therapist anymore. But, so then I pulled out the forgiveness card. And I was like, you know, this card keeps coming out. And for me too. And I'm like, I've forgiven everybody I can. I don't think there's anything else. I've forgiven myself. I've forgiven everybody else. Like, who do you want me to forgive? And then just recently, I was like, I don't, intuitively maybe, I don't know. But it was like, do you want me to forgive you? Like, is the universe asking me to forgive it? And so I told the girl that, because, you know, the universe wants what's best for us. And this is what I told her. Maybe the universe wants you to forgive it. Because while it wants the best for us and it loves us dearly, God, the universe does, that sometimes bad things happen, you know? I mean, like, that's just life. And they have to happen. I mean, like, people have to die, you know? And if you believe in that you create your world, like you come for purposes or to experience things, you know, you're not going to have a heck of an experience if it's all just good stuff. I mean, the learning comes in the dark stuff, in the letting go and in the shadows. And then we get to experience and enjoy the positive stuff. And so, but that doesn't mean that the universe likes it when we're suffering, you know? The universe loves us and God loves us. And sometimes those bad things have to happen. And it was like the universe was asking her to forgive it and to come back. You know, I spend more time in meditation. There's signs all around that I'm here for you and that I'm here with you. Please forgive me for the heartbreak that you had, because then the next card was first love or new love. And so I kind of asked her, so when I told her about the forgiveness and that God would, maybe was through this reading, was trying to ask her to talk to it more, him more, because she's Christian, I think. And I said, is it maybe something related to love, like maybe a heartbreak? And then her face, like, she got pretty hurt, I think. And the universe was like, I know it hurt you, but I don't want you to be mad at me, you know? I mean, like, things have to happen, but that there's new love now. Like, be looking for new love. New things are coming. It was so pretty. It was just, I felt really honored for several of those readings, actually. It was really cool. And then I came home and I was going to do my video, and I sat on the couch. I fell asleep. I sat down. I ate a snack because I was hungry. I sat down. I started to edit. I crashed out sitting up on the couch. At least it wasn't outside, right? Sitting on the couch, sitting up 6 hours. I slept 6 hours sitting up on the couch. I did not wake up once. Well, I might have woken up around like 4, but it was like I woke up and then I fell right back asleep. I crashed out. It was unbelievable. And that happened, let's see, on last night. It happened last night. I tried to play Genshin and crashed out. Every time I try to play Genshin, crashed out, because I think, you know, you just get in there and it just like start walking around. And if you're tired, I don't know. But yeah, totally. So it was a very magical weekend, but now I'm feeling all discombobulated. Things are just odd in my world. And I don't know. So I go back today, this afternoon, and I go do another training. So, and I got some new cards, but I don't, at the thing, I got some new cards. It was, oh geez, I can't see. They're Star Dragon cards. They're really cool. I don't know if you guys want to see them. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe you do. It's probably more interesting than watching me struggle and talk. So the Skazoos are probably going to be a while. So instead of starting with the skazoos, I thought I would start just making clothes. Like I'll make Stray Kids clothes for Barnsey. I have to get Blake's approval, of course, because this is Blake's Barnsey. Ta-da! Significantly bigger than the skazoos are going to be, because the skazoos are 20 centimeters. But I figured that might actually be better. 20 centimeters. So the skazoos will be up to here. So significantly smaller, but that will actually probably be a good idea to start with Barnsey because bigger, so easier to sew and figure out. Instead of trying to work with micro units, it'll be more larger units. So I will have an easier time when I'm trying to draw up a bodice block. And I was thinking what I might do is what I might do is I'm so sorry. It's like a little knot. I don't even know why that's like that. Like it's in the middle of the seam. Okay, I'm gonna have to focus here for a second, actually. I don't want to rip it, you know? So, and it's such thin cotton, it would rip very easily. Whew. There we go. Okay. So you can do Reiki at a distance. So if anybody wants me to do Reiki, oh wait, I'm not supposed to do it at a distance, but I can look up that there's these symbols. I don't know, it's all kind of weird, but in a really, I mean, like, I think it did something. Well, obviously it did, because I'm like feeling all discombobulated, and it's not a bad thing, you know. I mean, it's just things being rearranged, I think. Being rearranged. And after you get an attunement, you're supposed to expect 21 days of discombobulation, detoxification, I guess. So, okay, I was thinking the first thing I would do, not the compression shirt, because I think I'd like to do the compression shirt for Wolf-Chan. So I was thinking well, I could do jeans. That wouldn't be bad. Doing jeans and the orange and cream tank top and a jacket. I don't know, that might be too much. Maybe I should stick with just a shirt. I don't know. But I really like that tank top. It's really a pretty tank top. That whole outfit was really cool. So I'm like, I want to make that. I can make that for Barnsey. But so that's what I'm thinking. And if I get a chance, who knows? Who knows? My life is such that I might be working on this shirt for another 3 weeks. Just because. Oh, let me show you the dragons. Because they're really cool. Oh, get over here. I made cards. Wait, look at these. These are so cute. I'm going to have to, Laura Schiffbauer, of course it's backwards for you guys, on the back says Oracle card readings, Reiki 2 practitioner, Reiki 2, I'm not a master. You can do that in like a day, but anyway, intuitive life coach, because, oh, that would be so cool. You and it can dress up together. It'll be really neat. The Generette. Okay, let me show you these star dragons, just because they're so pretty. I love them. I tried to use them yesterday and it was kind of odd. You definitely need to practice with a card before you try to do a reading for people. Well, that one's not, you can see the dragon, but let me see. It's just like fantasy. It's beautiful though. That card is Transcendence, Achieving Success. This one is Invention. Ooh, Burning with Passion. Look how pretty that is. Reminds me of Anne McCaffrey. Aren't they lovely? Oh, this one's pretty. This one is Tranquility. Harmonious in Action. Harmonious in Action. Oh, that's good. Harmonious in Action. So I think these are really neat. And then the lady that I'm doing the Reiki training with, she has horses. She does Gestalt horse therapy, which I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I am all about the equine therapy. Is huge. And she had somebody, I'll show you these two since you might appreciate them. She had somebody that made their own cards, and they're horses, but they're watercolors. These are watercolors. Aren't they amazing? There's some zebras in here too. Oh, there, they came out. Okay, so I've seen the zebras, like, they keep popping out at me. So let's see what they are. Originality. Okay, I'm gonna read it. This is our card for the day. I'm gonna read it for us because it says, from your deepest desires and hidden, excuse me, from your deepest desires and hidden dreams, an inner voice calls out to you to be original, fresh and vibrant, a step away from the crowd or the status quo. By seeking originality and that's why it's zebras. Okay, by seeking originality and receiving new thoughts at this time, you have an opportunity to create yourself as a force for good. This step is not only for your own self, 1025, sorry, but is a shift that will allow others around you to become more of who they are as well. You know that, okay, so anyway, your willingness to be authentic and show up as you really are allows for difference and will free others to do the same. Being original is a gift to yourself and the universe. Enjoy becoming a magnet for originality. So, just so pretty. So pretty. So now I have, like, more cards. Isn't that nice? It's just beautiful. I love horses. If I could have a horse, I would have a horse. Or 2. Or 10. All right. Anyway. Pet therapy. I used to have a dog that I would bring to the office to work when I worked at the elementary school. So Revan would be a fabulous therapy dog. So let's see here. I just need to measure around. Ten and a half. So my hair starts out flat. It is so humid here. It's just like, I have, it's a puffball on the top of my head. Okay, 10 and a half. So I need to take out like a whole inch. So I need to be able to, I'm thinking it needs to go completely, well, let's look at this one. This will help. This will help. Okay. Yes, needs to just go completely around. Bring it around town. Okay. So you know how when you sew in a circle, it depends on if you're sewing on the outside or the inside? So I'm trying to decide if 10.5 is what I should do or not. So if I do a 1/2 inch pleat, that will take out 1 inch. So I just need a 1/2 inch pleat. All right, here we go. Lynn, scream at the screen. Scream at the screen if I'm doing something terrible. But we're just gonna do it. My life is becoming a just do it kind of thing. Okay. Where did I put it? Where is it? So, Stray Kids. I've been listening to Lonely Street a lot. What happened was where is my tape measure? Oh, there it is. It's on the floor. I watched the Dominate Celebrate, and what am I doing? Sorry, watched Dominate Celebrate and had when they played Lonely Street, the band music was, for some reason, it was like really obvious to me. I don't know if it was to everybody, but I really heard it. And I heard the part that, like, it I don't know how to explain this, but it's like the part about, I think it's Lino singing, it's kind of in the middle, and it's about, I'm not singing. I am not singing because it's really high, but that is throughout the song, but it goes, it's like a keyboard part, and it goes boo-da-doop, boo-da-doop, boo-da-doop. And it's so pretty in the song where it is. It's just kind of, I enjoy listening to that little bit of music. It's just like so pretty. And then all the swooshy noises, it's just entranced me this week. I'm just like, I love this song. And I loved the song before. I mean, it's not like I didn't love the song before, but I'm like really vibing to that song. And people on Threads keep saying that they want to talk about music, and so I mentioned it over there, and like they don't want to talk about music, or at least not with me. So I almost like put on there that I was doing this live stream, and because people also are saying had enough of basically toxic Threads, because Threads is becoming quite nasty. I did not say it though. I mean, like I said it a couple of weeks ago, but like now there's more people than just me saying this is not good. And so I feel a little bit vindicated, actually. Like, see, I just said it first, and nobody over there knows that I said it first, because like I'm non-existent in anybody's world over there. So, well, actually, I have a few people that I'm like starting to interact with, but for the most part, I am non-existent. Because I'll put out posts, although the one that I said just let Chris have his moment in Milan, that got traction, and I'm glad, because people needed to lay off. They just need to lay. It's weird that he is like everybody's favorite, and like all his stuff is selling out, and then like everybody is like so mean about him. I'm just like, what is your problem? They're either feral or else they're mean. I'm like, and sometimes the same people that are being feral are being mean. Like, make up your mind. What are you people? Anyway, so I put it out on about Lonely Street because I thought it was really, I think it's really cool. It's really pretty. And I'd never heard it before. Like I said, it just kind of like entered my awareness. I was like, this is so nice. And I realized part of what I like about you so much is their voices are so, I don't know, just very soft and crooning, almost like crooning. Just, I mean, like, we all know how much I like Chris's voice, so I don't need to, but it's like all of them. Seungmin, I mean, just so emotional and so soft. And I was listening to Han's parts, and it's just like, it's just so, it's like touching silk, silky, like silky almost. So, all right, now I need to put this on properly so that the pleat is facing the right direction. What time is it? 10:33. Do you guys think this is a better time, or do you like 11 o'clock? So, okay, so this is right, the right side. I don't know, I think people are gonna look at my sleeves and be like, what the heck? And I'll just say, it's fashion. It's just fashion. Okay, so the pleats are on the outside, so I need to sew it on the inside. The pleats are on the outside, so I sew it on the inside. Like this. Okay, now we're back on track. Okay, thank you, Michelle. For a while there was lots of people, and now there's not so many people, and you know, I really don't care anymore. I'm just to the point where I'm like, if you guys are happy to come, and I'm happy to be here. That's another part of my weirdness, is that I just am like so not stressed, so not, it's not even stressed. I feel very, it's very weird. It's very weird in my world right now. So the counter is going up and down and up and down, but it stays at 3 at the most. So I am assuming there were geese flying this morning. I went outside for a few minutes and there were geese flying. I'm not the only one that feels like this weirdness. A lot of people are feeling this weirdness, but the geese got all chaotic. They got out of their line, and I was like, I've had shirts in the past with sleeve ties. They lasted 1 week. All right. I'm like, the cuff is so tight on my arm when I just put it on just a little bit ago. It was so tight that I don't think it will even matter. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy wearing it just because of how tight the cuff is, but I'll try. Excuse me. Let me get some water. It's going to be interesting to see where I'm at in 21 days. Like, if I don't see why I wouldn't need to detox. I've been detoxing, like this whole year has been one massive detox, but spiritual detox, I mean. I haven't been able to go exercise. I did pole dance, trying to learn sexy. And I did better. I did better than I did back in March. It wasn't so bad, but oh my God. It is a skill you learn though. I have decided that I can do this, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to prove that I too can be sexy. And I don't want it to be because I'm showing all parts of my body. I mean, like, I think sexiness is more sexy when you don't show all parts of your body, because, I mean, that's when you're exuding it. That's when you're like expressing sexy versus, here, look at my body, you know? Both are sexy, just different kinds. And it's not, one's not better than the other. I mean, it doesn't matter. We won't go there though. We don't need to go there anymore. I just don't want to, I mean, like, I'm not trying to be down, like denigrating anything. I just, I don't know. I appreciate sexy with clothes on. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, 5/8 of an inch. Let's see. 5/8 of an inch. Okay. So let's see, what else have I been listening to? Mostly it was Lonely Street. I just keep putting it on. I Am You. I listen to that all the time. And I realized just a little I like so much because of the 2 to 3. I mean, it's not the only reason, but I really like Christine's like two verses, 2 lines, kind of towards the last third. Yeah, that. I can't. It's in Japanese, so I can't even try. But Michelle, if you listen, yeah, I think you probably already know what part I'm talking about. But his voice is so good. So. Yeah. All right. Let's iron this flat and get this on. And then I can decide what I want to do with the shoulders. While that's heating up. Oh my gosh, excuse me for a sec. I apologize. So I was thinking I would put pleats, right? I was thinking I would not have this little gathered part. And I was thinking I would put pleats. I'm not sure that would look very good. And so I think it might look weird. So I'm not sure. I might just suck it up and just keep it this way. Even though I know Han's shirt does not have this because men's shirts do not have this kind of gathering. But does it matter? Really? I don't think so. I don't like it personally all that much, but maybe if I made it so that the gathers were more around, I could do that, because that really is concentrated in one place, and there's, from here to here is where it's supposed to be. So maybe if I just smooth it out a little bit, it will look better and I will like it better. I think this whole sleeve I need to fix. I think this whole sleeve I need to fix. So, but we will do this first. Have you been listening to anything, Michelle? Any music that's particularly gotten your attention? I really want to get done with this because I really do want to get started with the Skazoo clothes. I think that'll be so fun. Thank you, Miss Jackson. I don't know if Miss Jackson ever watches this, but thank you very much for the idea. Okay. Oh, you know what? Before I sew it on, let's do a dry fit. Thinking. This cuff needs to go on the inside because when I sew it, then it will turn out and the inside will be the right side and this will be the right side. Okay. And this part needs to be on the outside. No, on the inside. So it needs to go in like this. All right, let's check it out. No specific songs, just random mixes. I have been driving all over the place and I have my playlist, my All the Feels playlist always comes up, so I've listened to that a lot, which is good. I like the songs that are on that playlist. I don't seem to get tired of them. So this is what I was afraid of, that it would be too tight. It is a smidge too tight. So probably needs to be about maybe I'll just sew it again at 1/4 inch. Sew it again at a 1/4 inch, then I'll rip out the 5/8 inch seam, and then it should be fine. Well, this is an exciting live stream, just ripping things out back and forth, back and forth. Puppy, there's a dog out there. Uh-oh. I should have basted it. I don't ever think of basting. Of course, I didn't think about measuring it until like right when I was going to put it on. So that's my fault. I guess if you're going to do experimental things, you should really probably keep that kind of stuff in mind, huh? Okay. Eek. Interesting things. Let's see. Anything interesting? Oh my gosh, I can't. Back to the knots, honestly. Maybe we'll just do this. I am so glad I got this like long, because it is so much easier to use than those little short ones. Very quiet. I wish I could put music on. I do not have an extra, oh shoot. There we go. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm learning the consequences of my decisions in real time. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you, Michelle and Lynn, that you guys are forgiving and like don't hold all my stupidity against me. Like, what was I thinking? I have to wonder though, like, oh my gosh. I don't know what's new and exciting. There's just nothing. I mean, like for me, this is what I've talked about. That's about it. I don't want to talk about things that frustrate me, because that's no fun. No fun to listen to. That's why I try not to talk about certain things. Sometimes I get frustrated though, to the point where I have to. Well, I don't have to, but I just do. I make poor choices. Poor life choices, I guess. Okay. Signs and synchronicities. I guess I could talk about those. So yesterday, it was really interesting because I left the Reiki training and saw almost immediately 555 on a license plate. And then I was driving, and then, I don't know, several blocks later, it was 444. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool because they were so close together. By running into an old Moody Blues live concert. Oh, nice. Which one? The which one? Because I actually saw Moody Blues. Hey, let's talk about Moody Blues. I love Moody Blues. Lynn, do you know the song? My dad played Moody Blues. Like, that was one of his favorite bands when I was little. And so I grew up listening to it. And Moody Blues and Neil Diamond and Leonard Skinner and Bachman Turner Overdrive, BTO, are all hold very good memories. But my sister and I, when Moody Blues in the late 80s, must have been 89, because I was, it's a long story, but anyway, and I Know You're Out There Somewhere, that song was, they released that song, that album. We went to the concert. We got to see them live. And we made jokes because in Casper, of all places, Casper, Wyoming. Yeah. So Justin, lead singer, Justin. Yeah, Justin. He did a solo album. There's one song called Blue Guitar, very, very pretty. I would like to see, never mind. I would like to see Chris play guitar. I missed that on the live, but I would like to see that. So anyway, Blue Guitar. Nope, that's Moody Blues. Yeah, Blue Guitar is Moody Blues. Forever Autumn, though, that's like my favorite song. Justin, oh my gosh, what's his name? Hayward, yes, thank you. 22,000 days in my head. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, if you want to type out your story, I'd love to hear it. So, yeah, I bought Forever Autumn is beautiful, and it reminds me of my sister. Whoa, where'd that come from? Holy cow, we haven't had crying on YouTube in a long time. So, anyway, it's a beautiful song, and I'm changing the subject because there's no need to cry on YouTube. I don't know where that came from, like, just, wow. Huh, that's crazy. I guess because it's an emotional song. I mean, it is a really emotional song. If you listen to it, it's, I mean, and it is about, I believe it's about, you know, somebody close to him dying. And so I just really put all that emotional into Moody Bluegrass story. Oh, story of the song. Yeah. So, what else? Moody Blues. So I Know You're Out There Somewhere is just one of my favorite songs. The video's cute. I always wonder how these, like old rockers, I hate to say old, life experienced musicians, you know, when they have a career and then they kind of go away for a while and then they have a career again. I wonder what that feels like, you know? I've always wondered. Diane had a crush on Justin Hayward. He was cute. He is cute. I mean, I think he's still cute. I don't know. He's, what, 80? I don't know. Probably, because they're about my parents' age. They were popular, probably in their 20s when I was born. So, about 70 something. So, not saying that you can't be 70 something and still be good looking, because you can be. And it doesn't always have to do with that anyway. I really do believe people's energy affects how they are perceived. The writer guessing about the average number of days in a person's life. Oh, really? Wow, that's intense. I'm going to have to look that one up because I'm not familiar with that one. Mostly I listen to Nights in White Satin. Yeah. So that is an amazing album, though. I mean, that's so good. And Ride My Seesaw, when they did it live, it was phenomenal. They were good live. They were good live. I got to see David Copperfield, the magician, at Cheyenne, of all places. Like, what the heck? Oh, 10:54. So basically, this live stream has been me picking out seams. Like, how sad is that? I really want to play Genshin. I am a level 11. I moved up. The last time I got to play, it was like I immediately moved from 10 to 11. Like I told you guys in the morning that I was a 10, adventure level 10. And then I moved up like that night. I played a little, not even long, and I was 11. So I was like, woohoo! Because I did not go, I had other things I could do then. Besides that vent thing, I'm going to have to go back and do it. But right now I'm taking a break. And so I was able to play other things, and I moved up to 11. And then I tried to play all week long, but I kept falling asleep. And crashing out. What is wrong with me? So anyway, what was I just saying? Why did I even say that? Oh my gosh, my brain is not thinking properly. So, okay, almost done. There's Revan and Xana. I haven't gotten to go for walks. I haven't gotten to exercise besides pole dancing. I'm going to go tonight when I get back. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do full body. I'm going to spend a good deal of time because I need it. I need it. SpongeBob. That's a SpongeBob reference. I don't know if you guys know SpongeBob, but we loved SpongeBob in my house. My nephew loved SpongeBob. So I got SpongeBob with my nephew, and then I got SpongeBob with my kids. And initially, I did not think SpongeBob was good, but SpongeBob is awesome. And I like SpongeBob. And there's so many funny things that we references in my family. SpongeBob references abound. And musically, oh my gosh, like the marching bands, the marching band. What am I trying to say? The marching band episode was so good. Oh, really? Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, I think he's an amazing, so I'm referencing to Justin Hayward. I think he's amazing. His solo album is really good. I mean, like, it's a whole set. I mean, he has a lot of his own, like, he just wrote music. I think. I mean, is BTO taking care of business? Is that who sings Taking Care of Business? Yay, Lynn, see, that's why we're friends. You're an amazing sewist, and you love SpongeBob too. So, SpongeBob's the best. My dad, the other day, he kept making jokes at different, like in the hospital and then out at the nursing home. We had my mom's treatment plan meeting. Oh, I gotta go. And he kept making jokes about people would ask him could they get us something, and he'd be like, a margarita, a margarita. I was like, Dad, once was funny. Like, it's enough. I referenced this. I split my pants episode of SpongeBob, which of course he has no idea about. But that made me laugh so hard. I was like, split my pants. I think some of the people at the nursing home, they understood the reference, but we talk in SpongeBob references. All right, I gotta go because I gotta leave. So you guys have a great day. Say goodbye. Love you all. I'm not going to hang up until like you guys get a chance to say goodbye, but thank you for being here for me, with me, sewing and talking about all these wonderful things. It really makes my weekend so nice. I look forward to this, and so I'm glad that you guys like to come too. So yes, BTO. All right. So I was not sure. I thought maybe though. Oh, Josiane, I'm just leaving. Hi. I'm sorry I did early today because I have to go to finish Reiki training. But I'm so happy you're here. Next week it'll be, I don't know. Should we do 11? If everybody's okay, we'll just do, well, I don't know. I don't know what time to do it. You pop in. Okay. I'll, maybe I should split it and just do 10:30. Maybe that would be good. I don't know. I will put it in the notifications. I'll decide. I think 11. I don't know. I have to decide. Anyway, love you all. Goodbye. Okay, I gotta find the button. But before I say love you all. Bye.